Interested in my wares?
Dull days for us are a sign that all is
It's quiet about. Mayhap if I hang about, someone will...
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
What must needs be done?
Imagine a world empty of monsters.
Not sure what they
Not an inkling of
Creep up on me.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
time to hit the sack.
Interested in my wares?
It's been a hard day.
The flowers that bloom around, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Aye, I'm well enough.
Off you trot.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
Still too early to set out.
I'll sleep like a log.
One can never be too careful.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
You've given me much to think about. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your master.
Tis a glad thing we rested them.
Try not to get hit, lest all that bit go to waste. Ha! How do you like that?
Even open. Focus your attack.
I shall lead the charge!
I
Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look. Are smashed beyond repair. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
One ill-timed dodge, and I'm covered in bruises.
I believe your foe is fight. We ought to extinguish our lanterns lest it summon it in winter.
Flawless execution. Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further. If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
I understand. Skeletons! There!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts. Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
'Tis too great a task to be tackled alone, but I've no doubt we can see it done if we combine our strength. Might I be of assistance? We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. Oxen are sturdy creatures, aren't they?
They are endearing creatures, compared to the monsters we oft face. battle is best avoided here.
I hope you weren't expecting that. That's the spirit! Fear not, you're safe with me. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can... What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
'Tis as you say. Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
I understand the inclination, Arisen. Camping is one of life's simple pleasures after all.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Peruse at your leisure.
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Looks like we both got some time on our hands.
I'll collect that. You need...
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum.
Slow and steady gets the job done. Best buy what you need, lest you regret it later.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
There's a ladder here. To you, Arisen. Look there! A chest! Allow me to
If you want my advice, heed no advice, save your own. Let's see. Where to next?
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Leave this place at once. You have no right to be here.
Have you not eyes to see my busy...
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
sir. Oh, I see. No sign of him yet, then. All I know is that he was last spotted near the flower bed afore those monsters set upon him. That boy. I've never known a soul who loved flowers more than he. Out there every day he was, planting seeds. Come to think of it, I recall him saying aught of a rare blossom that was due to bloom anon. What's the world coming to? The flower bed might be on the outskirts of town, but the lad used to make trips to nearby villages without any trouble. Oh, Rog, there's naught I wouldn't do to see you safe again.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Slow and steady gets the job done.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Yeah? What is it?
One day.
Finally, some
Gotta
peace
take
and
opportunities as they come, I say.
Is this some manner of trial?
Wouldn't say no to a nice, juicy feast.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Let's not let down our luck.
Foremost priority is doubtful.
You'll not live to regret this. You are mighty indeed, Arisen. How do you like that?
Make sure your next attack is no less powerful. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
Consider me your bulwark. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. A tad too high, methinks.
I possess a skill that could be of aid to us here. Might I be of assistance? Goodness. We're higher up than I thought.
'Twould be quite painful were we to fall.
Careful now.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Bear in mind that the crew seek out women with unwavering persistence.
His a tendency we might exploit. Though to do such things at court danger.
Use me as a foothold to soar to greater heights.
A well-aimed thrust, right where it hurts. Arisen, have you been harmed? Our foe has been knocked off balance. Grab hold, drag it to the ground. I shall lead the charge. I wanted you to have it. And here I was with this great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? I will be your shield.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
How unfortunate. Regardless of the result, the task is not done till we make our report.
Though 'tis tempting to keep these fell tidings to ourselves, we ought to report back.
Wolves, Master!
We'll want to use fire against his foe. The twinkling stars are captivating to behold.
Right you are. Yon ox cart is broken beyond repair.
The roads are hardly safe.
We must remain vigilant.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
was hard won.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again. Did anyone else see that? Or...
Undead!
A few more victories like that, and we'll have them running for the hills.
Outstanding.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
I don't want to die. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
The flowers that bloom around here, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual.
Looking to gain entry to Murder first, he'll sweep that ponce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us common folk.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
Sir, do you have any news of Rog? What's this? No. Pray let it not be true. Rog! Oh, Rog! I ought to thank you for trying to find the boy. Here, 'tis not much, but I would give you this. Gah! Rog! Oh, my poor boy!
'Twas not the conclusion I'd foreseen.
A solemn reminder that there's more to adventuring than revelry and riches.
I knew it to be so.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
That's enough intellectual labor.
Might treat us to a roast tonight.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Reckon your road's been a long one. No use hiding it. I've seen trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least. You'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
I'm just grateful to still be in business. Many thanks.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Give me a moment to think, will you?
Greetings! We see a great many customers. Given our location, the Sword and Staff is open for business.
Lots to do, and fresh.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so... Oh, many exciting methods of combat. Business could be better, but I'm scraping. Always a pleasure.
Might you be looking to enlist?
Well, hello. Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where... Quarrels occur every other. I dream of owning a larger store, I do. Always a pleasure. Well met, sir. How's the day
Well met, sir. How might I be of stomach? Growling. Time for an early supper.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Many thanks to you.
Sir Mirrodin, who calls yon manor home, is said to be a sorcerer of great renown. Tell is, he keeps all manner of magical implements in his abode. Mind, I don't believe anyone's really seen them. He's rather a crotchety sort, to say the least. You pay him a visit, and he's like to turn you away afore you've even said hello.
Might as well just look while you're here, eh? When does my watch end? What was it? I've clean forgotten.
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend to.
I've not got food atwixt my teeth, had I?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
There are quite a few beastrons are in Batal, but you scarce see them.
Could it be aught befallen the cenotaph? I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. If I cannot dissuade you from pressing onward, perhaps you'd consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's right with it.
Sir Murden stopped taking visitors after his lady wife passed. He's not the friendliest of neighbours, though I can't think he's a bad sort.
If you don't mind, sir, I've my duty.
Looking to gain entry to Murden's manor, are you? Good luck. First, he'll sweep you a look from head to toe. Then he'll ask that how you present yourself when visiting someone, and slam the door in your face. That ponce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us common folk.
What do you want?
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller hadn't...
Shame there aren't as many folk spinning tall tales in the tavern of late. I rather enjoyed hearing the one about the Gigantus. Have you heard it? 'Tis said to descend in times of conflict, scattering friend and foe alike, and leaving only death and ruin in its wake. Sounds like the last thing we need, doesn't it?
Ill behavior will earn you a brigand's courtesy. One must take pride in their charge.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up.
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
Aught I can do for you?
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Leave this place at once. You have...
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
way. Slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Not much going on hereabouts.
Sir Mirrodin, Tellers. He keeps all manner of magical imp. He's rather a crotchety sort, to say the...
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment.
I dare say, I've accomplished a few feats.
It will be an honor to serve by your...
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Should you have further need of a marksman, my bow is ever at your service.
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Bac Batal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword.
Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as boards.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Are you trying to piss me off, kiddo?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I'd sooner talk to you than half these oafs. Any tidings to share? Any tidings to...
Can't say I've any tidings.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Let them try and stop me.
Can't help but see a turncoat in every face.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one.
It is good to be reunited.
What's like to sell around here?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Need anything? I enjoy this work. Keeps me on my toes. Many thanks.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Need someone to talk to?
Well, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border. If I lose my next shipment to bandits, I'm done. Four. Do come again? Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
You'll never believe this, but the other day I saw an... Normally you put an elf and a dwarf in the same... Mayhap my eyes deceived me.
Interested in my wares?
Time to be heading home.
Where was I found again?
What brings you here?
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy woman.
I've got wares of every ilk. Need anything? Mayhap I can... I'll be gone on the morrow. I'll be gone on the morrow. Pleasure doing business with you.
Always got to be in the thick of things, me.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Pray, got your back, Mister.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I should like to see a dust if no objections are written. Could you lend me a hand?
Oh, worthy and fortunate. Lord save our best will do.
As you say. bad idea.
This is where my luck runs out.
I can't watch. What to do? From bad to worse. What a...
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here. I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'll not take that from you. What a waste. Let 'em try. I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir. Where are you going?
The arisen has been torched! Quick, douse the flames!
That's the spirit!
Think nothing of it!
I like that! Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
It's this way.
Politics this morning. Cut that out, will ye?
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Has been drenched.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
It is rather valuable.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Fear not, you're safe with me.
Tremendous work!
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
Nicely done!
Follow my example.
Not a bad one.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look? I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Back Batal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
I shall finish this! For the Arisen!
Arisen! Are you alright? But of course, Arisen. You may depend on me.
Seems we haven't reached our home.
A reckless equipment makes for easy prey.
By your leave.
That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Unbelievable! Feast your eyes on this!
You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
You can count on me to keep you safe.
Nodded off for a moment there.
But not at the expense of my duty.
To break the law is to be thrown in.
I fear I've not useful to share.
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Might you spare a moment? Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. You know where to find me. This inspires naught but... misgivings.
Welcome. And
Gotta
well
be
met.
somewhere to make some quick coin.
Got to focus.
My head will roll if